Was I scared? Hell yeah, I was scared. It's the fucking Terminator. You know, this is a tree that's pushed out a bunch of other accomplished arborists. But it's one of those things where when the call comes in, the job chooses the man. It's not the other way around, you know? And when you are the only one that has the ability to help somebody, you got to step up to the plate because nobody else can do it. And that's what it's all about. Yeah, I was coined the Terminator several years back because it pussied so many men. There were just so many people who walked from the job that it was nicknamed the Terminator because it was nobody else could take it down. It's all about the next one. So I see a few more in the near future. Yeah. I'm working on my my C Sawyer right now for the federal government, which means I'll be an unlimited Sawyer, NBD. Sometimes you get up there and you gotta be able to think on your feet, switch shit up real quick, because this tree is gonna be throwing you for a loop here and there, and you gotta know how to adapt and overcome, and just go from there. Yeah, your mind's gotta be as strong as your arms, you know? It's 98% mental. You know, usually there isn't anything that I can't handle, so, you know, and once your resume gets to a Terminator level, you become the Terminator. Like you stole the crown, you know what I'm saying? Nobody can do this work every day. I mean, it's hard. It's fucking hard. I mean, I can't imagine cutting every single day. I mean, that's slave labor, you know? Well, what's gonna go down here is a controlled fall of this Picea pungens. You may be more familiar with it as the Colorado blue spruce. We got a line rigged up into the upper canopy, and I'm gonna put a face cut in the front, and then we're gonna pull it over with a car. Just use that as an anchor in case winds or something try and blow it over backwards. So and that's about textbook as it gets. All right, let me have a gander here. And be looking for this. And that means when I'm doing this, just creep forward, like we talked about.
And if anything goes wrong, just give me a ho! You know,
yeah,
like a...
Sure. And just make sure you break it, put it in park, and you know what I mean?
Okay.
All right, let's go.
So I should get in the car right now then?
You get in the car.
Okay.
I enjoy it. It's just kind of like, you know, climbing mountains or anything else, you know. When you're up there, you're like, never again, and as soon as you come down, you just get that feeling of accomplishment and that, you know, I've never wanted anything so bad in my life, and now that I have it, I don't even know what to do. So it's, I don't know, there'll probably have to be some beers and some, you know, just decompress for a couple of weeks, maybe a couple months, and then, you know, this interview's been pretty tough for me, so after this, like I said, a little bit of decompression time will probably be good for me in order just to, you know, recoup and get my mind strong again before we get back into the game. I've had the privilege to work with so many men in the field that are amazing. But I guess, you know, one of the ones that's near and dear to my heart and that sometimes when we're hanging out kind of makes me feel like a homosexual is probably Nathan Schinkel, the Shink, aka the Shink. And mad props to him. He's a sea faller, but at the same time, he doesn't leave the ground, you know what I mean? So you gotta ask yourself, like, who's really the baddest cut in the land? You know, and although he's my sensei, it's kind of like in that movie Assassins, where At one point, he had to take out his instructor so he knew that he was the best. And, you know, I'm not really sure when that's gonna happen, but like I do see that in the imminent future, actually. Also, big thanks to Arbor Master Training Course and all my other forestry friends and at CSU, Dr. Kurt Mackes, and throw some shots out to him. One out to Nathan Schinkel, Cindy Lopper, Dave Carpenter, Ken Shawcroft, and all my friends on the CSU logging sports team, amongst many others. You know who you are, you know what we've done.